Let's go, man, let's go. Yesterday I made a purposeful break, and today we're gonna do the devlog. And yesterday I played another scrapped treasure. This game, me bombo pussy rasclat. This game is unglaublich difficult. It doesn't need to be so difficult. Just a random enemy feels like a boss. I think I'm quite near the end.
No, I'm finished in this game. Me bombo pussy rascal, man. The last boss, I can't be asked. I just used the assist mode. Please! People who are playing Souls-likes, they lack the fear of God.
I I was against Oh, okay, what was that? What was that? I was against Roland, and my neck. I don't know if I play so weird, or I don't know. I got neck sore. Like I was 1 second away for surgery. Doesn't matter. We need to move forward. But maybe we make the block out of the gameplay, because we have the dialogue system. We don't have the sound. Oh no, music, no OSTs. A little bit off topic. Donkey Kong Bonanza. Till now I like Donkey Kong Bonanza. This, how do you say that? This freedom of smashing everything is interesting. We listen to a little bit classic jazz music, a little bit Georgia on my mind, you know what I mean? Tag along if you will. Keeps Georgia on my mind, Georgia on my mind. Why isn't it? Oh my god, please. I think now it will work. Wasted 1 hour. Dump. Anyways, the problem that I have is that I always need to check if something is null. So I need to check if something doesn't point to something, and this can be very unstructural, because you always need to look up, or is it null, is it not null. That's really bad practice. If I could only like one time check if something is null, and then work with that bull for every time, for so long as he exists, that would be great. But I update my if conditions too much. And there is the next problem that I, for whatever reason that I have something like that. It seems really simple, and I think, why isn't it working? And it's only because of the order, because I can't use something that I didn't get at the first place. Sometimes I'm like laser focused on this one line, and I can't think about I think outside the box. That's a big problem. You need to see the whole thing and not just one frame that you don't understand. I think I need a little break. I will come later.
Okay, I think I solved the problems, but I didn't solve them very good. But the machine is working, and we need to take what we get. Ay, what's happening? Okay, so if I shoot at him, he flies, and then the game really starts. There are major problems. I hope it will not backstab me in the long term, but we will see. Today was not the best day, but I tried, man. We need to try, in life. And on that note, got it,
Okay, let's go. Day 6, we are ready. But in general, what I can say, after nearly 1 week doing a project just on your own, maybe looking something like tutorials, or you just find a way to help yourself. It can be very long, just long. But I think That's how it just is. It is just like that. You know, if you try to solve a completely new thing, you need more time. But still, there are problems that doesn't need so much time, and still I invest too much time in it because I have little brain damage, and that's not good. Brain damage is not good. We need to keep it tranquil. Fingers crossed that now everything is working how I think it should. You know what I mean? If everything is working, I think I make a little bit more assets. At this point, I just don't want to say what I do, because I know I will say I would do gameplay, and I don't do gameplay. So I just shush, and we will see what I do. Let's just start from the menu. If we now start from the menu, is everything working is the question. If yes, then good. What I didn't do at this point, I didn't build my game yet, so I can't check if this button is working. But I think I'm in good spirits. I think today will be okay. Of course something doesn't work, but what I wanted to say is I watched today Donkey Kong Bonanza gameplay, and I just thought to myself, it's incredible. Like, how do they do that? Because it's so interesting. You can smash everything, and the console can handle that. What I really want to know is, like, in 1 year or a half year, how I code, or how my workflow is. Right now, I feel very slow. For every feature, I need to check that so much that I think, oh, okay, I know it works, I can move on. It was about 1 year I started to code, and I thought to myself, does coding even make fun? Maybe I don't like to code. That was like one of my biggest fears, because I wanted to create something, and gaming was this thing where I thought to myself, this could be the best way to create something for the people. I like it at this scale, what I'm doing right now. Of course, if you, I don't know, build a completely new AI, of course it can be very mathematical and bomborasklat, but it's so complicated depending on how much you want it. If you want to make it very complicated, okay, do physics, do solar circular movements, and try to calculate how the sun is moving. My next enemy in Unity is most definitely scene loading. I don't like quaternions. Nobody likes quaternions. But scene loading is something very jarring too, because I want to do so many things, but scene loading just destroys everything. My script for the grapple is not so good for the gameplay, because you need to really shoot at the right point, and that's why I want to use circle cast. Maybe it works. No, maybe. Well, but why does he do that? Huh? What's happening? Oh, I need to think about it. Let's do a little shit break and food. I think I leave it at there. I will build my game, and I think I need to brainstorm a little bit and think about how I want my grapple script to work. Anyways, in that note, we will see us in the next time. Ay. So what's up, man? Today, a good day. 1 week into my game. Yeah, today was Dustin Poirier's retirement. It was a good fight. But anyways, today, guys, we're gonna do what we always do. I thought that I could use like an similar way of Celeste in terms of the levels that I have, like this one scene which you need to overcome, and then the next scene comes and you have like this big map which you don't see, and you need to like find the way through, and you can use many branches to come to the destination. I think I will not do that too big, but we will see. And maybe a collectible, like, I don't know, a coin. I really don't know. I hear there is a way to shade them, not in the way how I used it, but I think we will stick to that. And what I can say in general about my work ethic, but still there are moments where I just want to chill and just want to watch a video and just chill. These are the moments where I need to like really think to myself, what do I really want to achieve? And there's not much time for just chilling and watching some YouTube videos, which is okay. You need to relax sometime, because if you try to force yourself every time and at some point just crunch, then that's not really the point of doing a game. Or it can be the point, but that's a little bit sad if you just like force yourself. What I would want is maybe if you swing in the direction, you get a little bit force in the script, so the swinging feels a little bit more important and more relevant. But I don't know how I could code that. We try it like that. Maybe it works, maybe not. Maybe the strength is too big, but I thought maybe it can be depending on how I use my movement pads. So if I press D, that I get a force at D when I release. So when I do like that, oh man. Okay, I think that was okay. It felt a little bit more. Okay. Oh, okay. Now we can talk about swinging. I think that's more swinging than. Okay. I like that. His looks so incredibly better than mine, and I'm so astounded. How can that be? How is that possible? Like, how can he just place the pixel a little bit different than mine, and his looks completely better? Pixel art and in general art is so interesting. How can this look so horrible and this gorgeous? That's incredible. But we take it. I don't know, man. shout out to, who's that guy? Or is it this guy? I don't know. I'm not sure. But I like this. No, I think that's him. I think that's Mi Bombo Raskat. I think that's the artist. I like this piece. Maybe I copy too much, but really I need to learn art in general, and it just can't grow natural with just or rather, let's word it like that. If you want to learn something, at first you just plain copy, or at best you copy and try to do your own thing, and then at sometimes your own style crystals into a new genre or new style. Maybe I can, I don't know if that's a smart way, but get some details with erasing a little bit. Okay, I think that can work. What I realized, if you really use big brushes, you can't really create pixel art, because if you just do like big brushes, that's just MS Paint. Okay, you can do pixel art in MS Paint too, but what I wanted to say is the pixel don't feel relevant. You just place a big amount of pixel onto a screen, and that's not what you want. Okay, I think I like my background really a lot. It just is the question how much this background can be used in my game. How much atmosphere this background is giving. I don't know if I like the gradient, because this looks maybe plain, just one color, but this here looks MS Paint-ish. I don't know why I used the MS Paint in such a bad term, but I don't know. Okay. Interesting. I used a very good script from this guy. I used the script for 4 months ago or something like that. I used the same code and I didn't really understand it. I just vibed, and now I can pretty much grasp it, but still I wouldn't have thought about the script. The script, so very nice. I like the script. That's more stone-like texture. Dr. Stone's Regado Luta Calibrada. For example, IRLs. Like, how do you entertain someone for 8 hours? At some point, your brain shuts down. Like, they are multitasking. If I do one thing, for example, pixel art, I can speak a little bit. But if I'm coding, like that, or maybe shrink them. We leave it at there. 1 week and 5 weeks left. I hope that this game will be finished after 5 weeks, and I'm pretty sure that I will achieve that.